Samuel never imagined that the man he trusted most would be the one to break him. Samuel was a builder. Not just of houses, but of dreams. Every wall he raised, every roof he set, carried the weight of honesty and sweat. And Peter was more than a friend. He was family. They had grown up together, shared meals, shared laughter, shared struggles. So when Peter came to Samuel with a promise, a grand real estate project, a partnership that would secure their future, Samuel said yes without hesitation. He poured everything into it. His money, his time, his dreams. 50-50, that was the deal. Equal partners, equal rewards. But sometimes, trust becomes the weapon that destroys you. At first, everything looked perfect. The land was bought. The houses were built. Buyers lined up. The profits were certain. Samuel could see the future he had worked for finally shining before him. But when the sales came in, the money never reached him. Week after week, Peter delayed. Next week, Sam. Don't worry. The buyers are late, Sam. Be patient. It's just a delay, trust me. And Samuel trusted. Until one day, he discovered the truth. The houses had been sold. The money was gone. And Peter, the friend he called brother, had hidden it all in secret accounts. Samuel's world collapsed. It wasn't just money. It was betrayal. It was theft. It was the knife of greed cutting through years of friendship. Samuel took Peter to court. And that's where the real battle began. The courtroom was a battlefield. On one side sat Samuel, weary but determined, a man of integrity with calloused hands and wounded trust. On the other side, Peter, polished, arrogant, flanked by high-priced lawyers who sneered at Samuel as if he were nothing. The trial began. Samuel's lawyer laid out the facts, contracts signed by both men, receipts of Samuel's investment, records of every hour he worked. And then, the silence of missing profits. But Peter's team struck back. They painted Samuel as reckless. They said he didn't understand business. They claimed he was jealous of Peter's success. Their voices dripped with lies, twisting the truth, trying to bury Samuel under a mountain of doubt. Yet Samuel stood firm. Witness after witness took the stand. Buyers testified they had paid in full. Workers testified they had seen Samuel working day and night while Peter barely showed up. And then, the accountant. The numbers spoke louder than words. Bank transfers. Offshore accounts. Hidden money. The betrayal laid bare for all to see. Peter's face, once confident, began to crack. Weeks passed. Arguments filled the air. The courtroom became a place of fire and fury. And then came the verdict. The judge's gavel struck. Peter was guilty of fraud, of conspiracy, of betrayal. The empire he had tried to steal was stripped from him. The money he had hidden was ordered returned, with damages. Justice had finally spoken. But as Samuel walked out of that courtroom, he felt no joy. Yes, he had won. Yes, he had reclaimed his right. But no verdict could restore the brotherhood that had been broken. Peter, the man he once trusted with his life, was now just a stranger with a scarred name. And Samuel? He had learned the hardest truth of all. That sometimes, the greatest losses aren't measured in money. They are measured in trust. In friendship. In the kind of bond that once made life whole. Samuel rebuilt again. Not just houses, but himself. Piece by piece. Brick by brick. He built a new life, stronger, wiser, and no longer naive. Because betrayal may break you. But justice can rebuild you. And the scars left behind? They are not weakness. They are reminders. That trust is precious. And once broken, it can never be the same again.